PR Rules, the Playbook is Hope Katz Gibbs' guide for entrepreneurs. The book is designed to help more small business owners get the visibility they need to help business grow and glow. The founder and president of Incandescent Public Relations and the author of the Playbook, Hope Katz Gibbs, is here with us with more. I love that you come on every month and you give us a little homework. Last month we talked about websites. So now that we've all zhuzhed up our websites, what are we moving on to now to be explosive in the PR arena?
Newsletters.
Really?
Yes, we're talking about e-newsletters followed up with social media blasts.
So this isn't a paper newsletter, for one. This is e-newsletter,
exactly.
Which means electronic. So we want to send these out with news blasts. Are people just deleting that as soon as they come into their mailboxes, though?
Very often. I know that I definitely delete newsletters that don't catch my eye. But what we do for our clients, and we encourage everyone to do, is educate your people. Anyone on your database should be learning from you. You're setting yourself up as the expert that you are, and then you're expanding and explaining that. So
the content is actually the king here. So if we're educating people, but you know, if we have a business, we think like everything that we're selling is perfect and wonderful. So how do we know what is worth educating our consumer about?
That's an excellent question. And I think it really depends on the industry. So if you are a product-driven company, it's a little bit different. Then you might want to do coupons or sort of behind-the-scenes things so that you can actually track how effective you are because people are shopping. But if you're a service company, it's a different process. So Egan, Berger Weiner is one of our clients. They were on yesterday. Carmen Wu did a great job talking about women in Social Security. So the last newsletter we blasted for her was all about what women need to know if you're married, divorced, single, what you can do to make sure that you get the best benefits. And then we put a sidebar in, which backed it up, and then an intro from the whole company. So everything has this loop around where you're blasting out information.
Okay, and is that how we get ourselves to stand out, or graphics? Like, what's the standout thing that we should be doing?
Right, so image is everything. So images then are everything as well.
Oh, I like that.
So a company portrait, portraits of everyone in the company by a professional photographer who you really like their style is mandatory.
Selfies? What about selfies? No.
You know, it depends on the
professional.
Yeah, I think so. You know, if that's your industry and you're kind of like shocking, then definitely selfie it up. But if not, go professional, go portraits.
Okay, now e-newsletters, you would think, you know, having some sort of graphic background or layout background is important. So are there companies that do this, or should we be outsourcing the design somewhere, or can we really do this on our own?
I think it runs the gamut. It depends what your business is, how much money you have to spend. Our clients all outsource it to us, of course, and we also teach people how to do it themselves. Your newsletter should look like your website. It should be branded and then click through. So you're getting as much bang for your buck as possible. Okay,
so what should we be doing for next month? Now that we have the newsletters and we have our experts and we're blasting out the information, what should we be doing next?
Well, let's think about the newsletters. Let's pick 6 topics that you're going to write about in the next 6 months. Do an intro, a main article, and a sidebar for each of them. So have a plan, have great photos to back it up, and also think about expanding your database. You should be adding about 25 names to your database a month.
Wow.
Most companies and most people meet 25 people a month just in email.
Networking and whatnot.
Adding those people to your database with the obvious option that they can opt out if they don't want it.
Well, coming from a journalism background, should we have like an editorial calendar of what our newsletters are going to be? Should we have a plan?
Absolutely. Strategy is the key, as we've said in each of these segments. So I highly recommend that everyone has a plan. Plan it out for 6 months, 12 months if you can. Of course, as things pop up, you can move things around, but definitely editorial calendars rule.
Okay, so let's say Christmas is coming up. We want to have our goal of getting out our first company newsletter by Christmas or New Year, kick off the new year with style. What do you think we should be putting in? Should we be putting in things that are like holiday related, or just kicking it off in a big way?
I think it depends again on your business, but if you want to put a little bit of that mistletoe on it, then that's always nice. Wish people happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, but then get down to the business. For example, in the January issue of our business magazine, we're talking about intuition rules, and then we'll blast that out on the Be Incandescent newsletter. So trying to figure out what your clients need to know about you while you're educating them, that's the key.
PR book.
PR Rules.
PR Rules, the Playbook. It's in at Amazon now, so you can give it to your favorite entrepreneur for a holiday gift. And thank you so much, Hope, for joining us.
Thank you.
And thanks for the homework. More Let's Talk Live's coming up. Stick with us right here.